Good day. I want to talk about ghosts. Yeah. Well, some people say they don't exist, but I think a lot of people have experiences with ghosts. Yeah. And to me, there's no doubt. Of course, they exist. I talk to them. Yeah. So that's how it is. Actually, I have an observation about ghosts. When you feel the chills, you get goosebumps. That's a friendly ghost. Yeah, this is my observation. There's nothing to be scared of with ghosts. It can be a bit awkward when they contact you. Yeah, you can feel a bit shaky. Yeah, but if you just tune in to that frequency, you can start to understand them and maybe even talk to them. So me and my girlfriend, we moved here to this homestead 3 years ago. And the house and the barns, they were built in 1911. But it's an old place. There was activity here before that. There was some community here. Yeah, a lot of houses. Right. So I talked to maybe 7, maybe 8, of these ghosts since we came here. Now, I will tell you about the 2 main ones. The first one who came was a woman, and we got a very good connection. And she was the former owner of this place. She lived here for, I think, maybe 50 years. She lost her husband 30 years ago, and she lived here by herself. Her name was Girly, yeah. And we got a very good connection. And first she told me about the garden. She gave me advice. She cared about the garden a lot. And she gave me advice about the flowers and the fruit trees and the lawns. And she was very pleased with us, me and my girlfriend, because we were enthusiastic about the garden. We wanted to do something with it, and we did. So she was very pleased with this. Now I haven't seen her for maybe a year and a half. It was a very nice thing that she did, actually. She showed me pictures of what it was like for her to live here when she moved in, when she was a young woman. And she showed me a very happy place, and she was very happy about living here. Yeah, I enjoyed this very much. And then the next one was a man. Yeah. And I was doing some work in the barn, in one of the barns, and then there he was. Yeah. And it was a bit awkward. Yeah, that's how it is when you get the first contact before you understand. What is this? See? But he actually did show himself. And he was a bit quiet in the beginning. And I realized, I had been critical about one of the barns, especially. And this guy was the one who first moved here and built this place back in 1911. His name was Oscar. So he built the place. He built the barns, you see. And I was being critical, before I met him, So maybe that's why the contact was a bit strange in the beginning. Yeah. But he talked to me about the barn. One of them, see, there was problems with the barns, with one of them. It was starting to tip over, and it looked really bad. Yeah. And in time it would just fall down. And I didn't know what to do. I had no knowledge. I'm not really a builder, and it's just a huge barn, I didn't know what to do. And then I contacted some builders and they came over, and I asked them what they could do about it, and they said nothing. Just tear it down and build a new one. Yeah, there's nothing to do. That's what they said. And I didn't want to. You see, it was such a nice barn, and then I got advice from Oscar. That's right. He started talking about a plan on how to save the barn. And it was a plan. You know, I didn't know if it was good or bad, you know, but I listened to it. And I understood very quickly that this was old school stuff. This is how they used to do it in the old days. I didn't read anything. I didn't look online for advice, you know. It was just him talking to me about what to do. And I thought, well, wow, that's a lot of work, you know. But then I decided to do it. Yeah. So that's what I did. I just followed the plan. It was very detailed. You see, this is how you do it, you know, step by step. So I did it, and there was a lot of work. I spent maybe 2 months on this project, and it worked. I saved the barn. Yeah. All right. Be good.